Yo everybody, this is Required Fields here, and I'm going to be doing another album review. Some of you may have heard that Dark Angel are going to be performing for some shows in 2014, and Ron Reinhardt is going to be the vocalist. I'm going to review one of the two albums I did for Ron Reinhardt on vocals. This is Time Does Not Heal, and the second of the two Dark Angel albums that he did as the vocalist. The other one was 1989's Leave Scars. Although my favorite album that Dark Angel did overall was 1986's Darkness Ascends with Don Doty on vocals, Time Does Not Heal would be my second favorite overall. And it is also the most melodic, progressive, and technical album that Dark Angel have. Back when it was released, it actually had a sticker that said 9 songs, 67 minutes, 246 riffs. That gives you an idea of you're in for an album with a lot of time changes. The album opens with the title track, Time Does Not Heal. This is one of my favorite tracks of the album. It starts off with a melodic intro and the lyrics feel, and then it gets to it gets faster and thrashier, and the song deals with the topic of child abuse. In fact, a lot of the album deals with psychological themes. And then we get to the second track of the album. This seems to be the most popular one on the album as well, Pain's Invention Madness. It's probably the album's most well-known song by fan, and a lot of the fans view it as the best on here, and it's probably my favorite as well. And an excellent song. And then we get to Act of Contrition, which is pretty good, and then we get to another great song called The New Priesthood, and the excellent Psychosexuality follows. That's another one of the highlights on here. Then we have the sixth track on here, Ancient Inherited Shame. This song actually got a little bit of attention from some feminist groups back in the day. And Gene Hoglan, the drummer for Dark Angel, who wrote the lyrics to the album, said that he was a bit worried that some of the women's groups might take offense to this song, but actually he got notified some feminist groups actually heard the song, and they actually praised it for getting into the mind of a woman who has been raped, because the song is about it's not told from the perspective of a female rape victim. And he got worried at the time that they would throw him to the wolves for it, but they praised him, and it's pretty neat that they actually did that, because it's not very often that you see metal music in a positive light from a lot of the watchdog groups and special interest groups in the media in general. If you're referring to that video that they did a couple of years ago, my ABC Nightline response video, that's an example of the media trying to put metal in a negative light. And so we get to some other songs on here. A couple of other songs on here would be the next couple of tracks in here are Trauma and Catharsis and Sensory Deprivation, which are pretty good tracks. Okay, and then we get to another one of the great songs on here, Subtle Induction. And this is probably the fastest song on here in general. It's also the shortest track. In fact, of the 9 tracks on here, this is the only one that does not hit the 6-minute mark. It's a little bit over 5. It starts off with a dissonant sounding intro, and then gets fast and thrashes hard, and is another excellent track. And Dark Angel did actually begin work on a 5th album after this. It was tentatively titled The Atrocity Exhibition. They did actually record demos for a few tracks for it, but they've never been released. Only one copy of it was made, and it's owned by Gene Hoglan. And they had tentative song titles, and and the tentative album title, The Atrocity Exhibition, which ended up being used by Exodus a number of years later. I guess they heard the title and thought it sounded really cool, so they used it for an album title a number of years later. And if Dark Angel does go on to record a new album, I have no idea if they'll use some of the ideas that they were going to be using on that Atrocity Exhibition demo, or if they'll start from scratch entirely. If they end up recording a new album, that is. But we'll have to wait and see. And anyways. Time Does Not Heal is an excellent album that I recommend that any metal fan out there give a listen to. And thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.